Her smile shines as bright as the stars at night. Her heart is as kind as can be. She has the patience of a saint, but if you push her, oh Lordy. A straight talker is smiling. She's the salt of the earth. Make no mistake, she matters. Catch Smiley's story on a live stream. Oh boy, that girl can matter. Go Smiley. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. Missing posters and stories of heartache and fear. She tells us all of the heartbreaking tears. She can sniff out the guilty from a mile away. If Smiley's on the case, then she's here to stay. She cares about these missing children. She cares deeply about them all. She speaks the truth with integrity. For the truth, she will seek it all. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. Smiley's questions are like a heat-seeking missile. She's going straight for the bullseye. Don't ever believe you can fool her. She's too wise, man, she won't comply. She values freedom like the 4th of July. She values respect even more. If you want to earn a place at Smiley's table, watch the clock, it takes time for sure. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. If you break her trust, you're done for. Trust don't grow back like grass. So don't give Smiley a reason to doubt you, or that friendship will shatter like glass. She's a damn good woman, that much we know. She puts in the hours to bring them kids home. If your child is missing, you are Smiley on the case. She is always willing and she gives so much grace. She's a Smiley, alright. She's a Smiley. Make no mistake why she's here. She's Smiley, alright. She's Smiley. If you're guilty, she'll smell out your fear. If you're guilty, you better feel fear.
On a cold February evening, a shadow walked away. A boy with dreams and laughter, now lost in yesterday. The seasons turned in silence, time spins without a sound. Yet every whispered memory still echoes all around. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. His pictures in our windows, his laughter fills the air. No amount of past testament to prayer. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. Sebastian, if somehow you hear us, know our hearts beat strong for you. People searching in the shadows, still holding on to truth. You have never been forgotten, not for one single day. Our promise stands unbroken, we're not walking away. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. To everyone listening, please remember Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. If you know something, no matter how small, share it with law enforcement. Sebastian, you are loved, you are missed, you are remembered. And as long as there are people who care, your name will continue to be spoken. Your picture will continue to be seen, and hope will continue to live. This is our promise. We'll never stop looking.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see everybody. Hello, H. Davis, first one in tonight. Thank you for being here. Hello, hello. Hello, Mama. Hello, Susie. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Hello, Marian. Hello, hello. Hello, Janice. Let's see who we got here. Oh, let's see. Hello, Garrett. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Member for 10 months. Thank you, Mama. Thank you. Sebastian Strong. That's right. Hello, Bo. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Y'all know I'll be slow. Thank you for putting that up. Yes, y'all share Sebastian's flyer. Yep, Janice, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Pam. Nice to see you. I think I'm getting down here. Hello, Dirty Diana. Good to see you. Deanna. Danny Lynn, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Thank you. I think I'm at the bottom. Good to see you and everybody in the bushes. Thank you all for being here. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all being here. So, how are y'all doing today? I hope everybody is doing good today. It is Sunday, July 26, 2026. This month is almost over. I can't hardly believe it. Can't hardly believe it, people. I don't know where this time goes. Just don't know. But tonight we're going to get back into part of the fifth part, I believe. I done lost track. I think we're into the fifth part of um, this live for the lawsuit that Seth has filed on Seth Rogers versus the state of Tennessee, DCS, and Sumner County. We're going to do it Smiley style. We're going to do a breakdown here and just kind of go over it. It'll probably be a little bit more tonight, and then maybe tomorrow we'll be finished with it. So y'all just grab your coffee, your drinks, and get cozy, prop your feet on up, and we can have our thoughts and opinions here in our discussions. And I appreciate you all being here. You guys have been so awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you've all had a very blessed Sunday so far. And we're just talking about this lawsuit, and it was filed by Seth Rogers on Sumner County Sheriff's Office and DCS, the state of Tennessee. Thank you both for being a member for 6 months. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate you. Love you, my friend. Love you, my friend. And this is a individual lawsuit filed in federal court, filed by Seth Rogers and his attorney. And I'm going to go over it with facts from the lawsuit, plus with my own thoughts and my own opinions, and bringing awareness to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and trying to break it down the best that I can to you guys, a little easier to understand, and also give you a safe place to express your thoughts and your opinions respectfully. We're all entitled to our thoughts and our opinions. That's a fact. But I do need to say a little disclaimer and say, everyone here, we do all have the opportunity to defend, or they have the opportunity to defend themselves. They will have the opportunity to defend themselves and answer to this lawsuit. And no one is guilty of anything yet in a court of law. It has not been presented in a court of law yet, as we know, and everything is alleged right now. So please don't dox or harass or bully anyone. I don't want that, and I don't stand for that. With that said, y'all please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share, and let's get started. In this live, in this video, we'll just kind of walk through, with respect. Like I said, hey, Holly, hello, hello, good to see you. We'll just kind of walk through the legal process and everything. And like I said, all parties are, they're going to be entitled to due process, and that's the good thing about the United States of America. We all have due process. Seth Rogers, Sebastian's father, is suing under a federal lawsuit, 42 USC section 1983, and that section allows citizens the right to sue the government officials of the state law. When they violate acting under our constitutional rights, that law exists because the government agencies have a lot of tremendous power. And when that power is abused, and unfortunately sometimes it is abused, or when protections are allegedly ignored, Congress created a way for citizens to seek relief in federal court. So, per the Civil Rights Act of 1871, that law came in effect. Hey, Laura, and hey, Selena. Hello, good to see y'all. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hello, Justin. Hello, good to see you. Thank you for being here. So I just wanted to explain that real quick. So if you'd like to further research that, you can look up that law. And if anybody wants to drop that link, they can to that law, and you can do your own research on it. Knowledge is good. So the more you know, right? The more you know. But Seth Rogers feels that they failed his son, and he has every right, to feel that way. And he has every right to file this lawsuit along with court. The court allows that. So just like any of us, I would. If I felt the ball was dropped like this, I would. I definitely would. Seth feels like they just abandoned his son, and after 1 week, and he feels after 1 week the search stopped, and he feels like all communication stopped, and he feels like there was gross negligence, all that stated in the lawsuit. And with everything that we seen, we have questions, but it's not ultimately what we think. It's what he thinks and what he feels. And so after 2 years, he filed this suit. You can't have it both ways. There was people yelling, why don't you file the lawsuit? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Well, he did. So now he did. I am too, Laura. I'm glad he did. The plaintiff thinks the defendants owed a duty of care to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and their self. Once they undertook the investigation, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers to investigate Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' disappearance, to act as a reasonably competent law enforcement officer or agency, just like anyone would, forced with similar facts, but they didn't do that. Hey, Green Eyes, good to see you. And that's what it's stating. And in my opinion, I agree. I know not only in my opinion, but lots of people's opinion agrees with that, in public opinion. But I know that public opinion don't really matter. But that is my public thoughts and opinions. But I know that public thoughts and opinions is not going to carry the weight in this case. I do understand that. But I can ask you all to give your public thoughts and opinions and personal examples. There's nothing wrong with that, or hypothetically wondering, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Although we're grown and we understand that that's not going to make a difference in this lawsuit, because there's things that coulda, shoulda, woulda, you know, been done that might have made a difference. But still, it all comes back the same. Hey, Gypsy, you're going to be quiet? Girl. Oh, girl, you're able to speak your opinions and your thoughts. Oh, God. Don't worry, I'm still in a good mood. I'm still in a good mood. I ain't gonna get you, girl. I love you, girl. I love you, girl. But yeah, I mean, that case should have been handled different, you know. But the lawsuit does allege it was not just policy. It alleges that it was breakdown choices. It was not just operational breakdown, but it came from investigation choices, you know, failing to secure the scene, failing to verify alibis. That's what it alleges. Failing to follow up on tips, failing to maintain communication with the victim's families, you know, and all that mattered. See, once Sumner County Sheriff's Office undertook the investigation, just like it says in the lawsuit of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' disappearance, it assumed the duty and the reasonable care in conducting that investigation. And Tennessee court recognizes that duty of care. When a defendant's conduct creates foreseeable risk of harm, for vulnerability and disabilities, you know, people that has disabilities and known danger. They had known danger in that house. They knew that there was danger in that house in the Proudfoots. They knew that because they had dealing with the Proudfoots home with Sebastian in the past. They knew or should have known, but they just ignored that. So it's alleging that all of that could have been preventable. All of that could have been preventable because they could have treated the scene differently when Sebastian disappeared, but they didn't. They could have investigated differently. They could have checked the non-functioning surveillance or lack thereof. They could have had more resources or invited more resources in and maintained their integrity, you know, coordination with the TBI and FBI, their communication with Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' father throughout the entire investigation. But Sumner County did none of that. That's what the lawsuit's alleging. So, in my opinion, I can't blame his father for feeling like he does, because I would probably feel the same way. Seth Rogers is filing the lawsuit, and he's saying he's under a lot of distress. It should have been held, it should have happened differently in his eyes. None of us can say how we would feel. Now, the lawsuit states Eric Craddock and Brandon Carter's neglect. Oh, thank you for 10 Jules. Thank you for that, Leslie. Thank you, Leslie, keeping it real. Thank you so much. Eric Craddock and Brandon Carter's 5 neglect acts and omissions amounts to willful malice or grossly negligent conduct. And again, it's just my opinion, but I do agree. It says they both had neglect, conduct, and conscience indifference to the consequences. Is that true? Well, we'll have to let the court sort that out if it goes through court. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. But it did say that the conduct was likely to harm another. It also states that it continued about 18 months without no contact, and it made it lay dormant without any communication with Seth Rogers, and that he is the father of the missing, disabled child. I don't know about y'all, but I would not like it if there was no contact. Hey, BJ. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I am absolutely glad to see you. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. But the decision to allow this investigation to go dormant with no public updates and no follow-ups, or to follow up on any submitted leads, that's just crazy to me. That's crazy. They say in the lawsuit that is a direct form of negligence and gross negligence. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers remains missing as an at-risk child, and Seth Rogers has suffered substantial harm because of that. And in the lawsuit, it states Rogers has suffered substantial ongoing harm, including the loss of his son's companionship and the severe emotional injury of not knowing whether Sebastian is alive or dead. And in my opinion, thank you for the sparkles, Susie. Thank you so much. Thank you for the sparkles. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you. I love it. Thank you. Let's see. I hope they pull the interview that CP Always Law Enforcement said his and that, in my opinion. I do too. I do too. I hope they pull it. I absolutely do. But I hope y'all understand that Seth has not given up hope that his son is alive, and he always states that, and he does not like anybody saying that Sebastian is not alive. He don't want to hear that. But I'm gonna tell y'all, it's a no-brainer. I hope you understand. He would not be human if you don't think that when he's alone, the thought has never crossed his mind. He would not be human if he didn't ever think Sebastian might have passed. I mean, don't y'all think that? Of course he has. He don't want to believe that. No. And he's not ever going to give up. But he don't have any proof he's gone. And he don't want to hear nobody else say it. But of course it's crossed his mind. And it's sad. And it makes my stomach literally hurt. Exactly. And you have to think, listen, right, Bo? I mean, and you look, I think what I think, okay? I think what I think. And I haven't backed away from what I think, even though I have gave hope. I have hope, and I have given tips, and I look at all tips. Okay? But I'm realistic too. Sorry about that. But yes, exactly, Rosebud. And there's no proof of that Sebastian ever left that house, according to Ellie in the first days. There's no proof. And again, and you saw when I was on Seth, or was it Seth's Live? Yeah, I was on Seth's Live. I wasn't backing down. I didn't care who was in the audience. I didn't care even if Betty spoke up. I still was not going to back down from my beliefs either. Like I said, I believe I'm not fake. I'm not going back on what I think. And I still believe Sebastian made it home. And I'm not going to go back on what I believe. When I believe something, I believe it. And everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But it is what it is. I have respect for everybody. Everybody can believe what they want. But the point is, to this day, I still believe, yes, he made it home. I could be wrong, but I still believe he made it home. And that's just that. Okay, I'm not going to go back and change my mind because I'm not going to just go with dust in the wind and what everybody else believes. Just not going to do that. But does that mean he was not alive when he went out of the house? No. I've always said, if you go back in my lives too, I've always said They could have had him lay. Go back to my words. I've always said they could have had him lay down, play a game. They could have, whatever. I've always said that as well. So who knows? Who knows? But anyway, let's carry on. But the sixth cause of action, emotional distress. Plaintiffs in corporate, by reference all proceedings, paragraph set forth herein. Tennessee recognizes a claim for eternal infliction of emotional distress where plaintiff proves the defendant's conduct was intentional or reckless. The conduct was so outrageous that it is not tolerated by civilized society. Well, would that be something like, and I'm just going to take a wild guess here because I don't know everything. Would that be something like the police may be shooting the father birds? Would that be one of them? I'm just taking a wild guess here. I'm just taking a stab in the dark here. No pun intended, but it could be something totally different that they're thinking there, but that would be a little outrageous to me. That is unacceptable, but what do I know? And the third conduct resulted in serious mental injury to the plaintiff. Then you got they had in there Leon versus Williamson. Is it 618 SW3D Tennessee 20 or is it 2020? And Leon versus Taylor 124 387 Tennessee 2020 or 2004. I don't know. Y'all have to look that up. I didn't look any of that up. But anyway, the facts support a finding of defendant's conduct reckless and was intentional. So there's that. And then they say Carter, which is Brandon Carter, continuously ignored Rogers, agreed upon meetings, and then never contacted Rogers again. And Craddock is the final policy maker with direct supervisory authority, and he made deliberate choices to allocate a single detective to the investigation. So they're saying there that, there was only one detective on the case. There should have been more. And to hold, he only held one press conference to permit the investigation to go dormant while a disabled child remained missing. The lawsuit stated there were choices made with conscious disregard to the effect Rogers even though Rogers contacted them and attempted every thing that he could, to contact them, they just ignored him. It's just, to me, it's crazy. The defendants were on notice that their conduct was causing severe ongoing emotional harm. And then defendants' conduct meets and exceeds the outrageous threshold. Defendants are law enforcement officials who with exclusive authority over only the office investigation into into Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' disappearance, that abuse of exclusive authority is effectively, profoundly abused a disabled missing child's case. You know? So, hold on a minute. Who keeps blowing my phone up? Hold on, sorry. Oh, thank you. You know who you are. Thank you. All right, let me cut that off. All right. So, in my opinion, once the law enforcement accepted responsibility for investigating Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' disappearance after 8 days, they sent everyone else on their merry way. Basically, is what it's saying. They assigned one detective, Brandon Carter, per se, and this is my own opinion only. They still had a legal duty to conduct the investigation with reasonable care, but they didn't. They already knew or should have known that Sebastian was considered vulnerable, high risk. He had disabilities. He had prior documented records and concerns. Thank you, Susie. Thank you so much. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you. Thank you. And so they didn't do that, right? So they had prior knowledge because they were prior involved with him and the Proudfoot household, even if you remember going back 2 years prior to his disappearance. And they should have known, even though they did not contact Seth or let Seth know, even DCS. Sumner County Sheriff's Office was involved. So they should have handled the case differently. All of them. And it was just gross negligence. The lawsuit alleges they should have preserved the scene independently, verified alibis, and investigated the surveillance cameras or lack thereof, because, were they there or were they not there? My recollection is, to be fair and honest, I think that the cameras were not there or were taken down. But again, I don't know, because I think that the cameras were either reinstalled or put up again after Sebastian was gone. But I don't know. I can't say that for a fact. I don't know either way. But, Seth and others would know that. And where was the cameras? We know she worked for a security place, and was the cameras just not working? We know Chris wouldn't answer that question. And was that what they were looking in the landfill for? Who knows? I don't know. So I can't say that with a certainty. upgrade cameras, CP said, in my opinion, Laura said. And, why would the cameras need to be upgraded after he's gone? It's all weird if you ask me. I mean, by the way, hey, you didn't stay there long after he was gone, even if you come back, so there's that. Jeez. But they also, the plaintiff, which is Seth, also wanted more coordination with TBI and FBI. Again, they wanted they wanted FBI specifically on this case or to take over from the very beginning, if you remember. But alleging that they did not keep Sebastian case out there like they should have, and with the press conference and stuff like that. And when they did not keep his put his picture in the background or anything. They're saying these things were not done and they are grossly negligent. And they're alleging this is willful and malice conduct. And by the way, gross negligence is usually considered way more serious than ordinary negligence. Yeah, and she did. She did. She absolutely did. And I find it funny. Why did they have cameras in? I heard, now this is hearsay, but I heard they had cameras in Faith's bedroom. So why did they have cameras in Faith's bedroom? Just a question. But it's usually, like I said, more serious than just ordinary negligence. So they're also claiming, again, it's been almost 18 months with no communication or follow-up on leads or anything like that. And that was a conscience disregard. So, again, Sebastian, of course, remains missing. And Seth has not only lost his son, but his child, his only child. And he's lost the companionship of his son, and he's living a complete nightmare. He don't know, again, if his son is dead or alive, and he don't know if he's hungry. He don't know if he's cold, being abused. He don't know anything. All he knows is he wants his son back. He wants answers, and he is not giving up until he has those answers. And this is taking an emotional toll on him. And this lawsuit does say that the defendant's, conduct was extreme, and it does say that it meets Tennessee standards for intentional emotional distress. So people can say what they will. It will be decided in a legal system if they allow it to go through. They have a conference on, I'm forgetting the date again, November 12th, I believe. I do too. I hope he gets the answers that he needs. This needs to come to a close. It needs to be closure. Sebastian needs to be found, period. Seth Rogers he's been unable to find closure because he don't know where his son is. He don't know what happened to his son, Sebastian. So this is not just ordinary grief. So stop telling him to move on. You know, some people just say move on. He can't move on. Okay? You move on. See, I'm sure you can move on. I'm sure it's easy for you to move on if you know what happened to Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, or if you know where Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is. But Seth don't. So if you want him to move on, how about you tell him where Sebastian is? How about you help him move on? Now, see, I'm going to start getting pissed off. How about letting him in on the secret? Because evidently this is such a big secret. Everybody's in on the secret except his father, it seems like. Everybody else seems to have just moved on like Donkey Kong. See, and I know, you know, in my opinion, whoever you are, if the shoe fits, I know, and you know, and God knows, you know. So what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of Seth? Are you afraid of God? Are you afraid of jail? What are you afraid of? How about coming clean? How about making it right? Where is Sebastian? Where is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? Because he didn't just walk off. He didn't just run away. Can today be the day the truth is told? Is today the day? Can you do the right thing? Will you do the right thing? Will you ever do the right thing? What are you scared of? Do you sleep well? Can you look in the mirror every day with no problem? Do you ever get tired of looking over your shoulder? Do you ever get tired of hearing the public's opinion like mine? Do you ever want people to just shut up and go away? Do you ever just want to breathe? Do you ever just want to be a better person and just start all over again? Do the right thing. I'm going to go now. I'm going to ask everyone in here to ask whoever knows, to pray for whoever knows, whoever that may be, to let them, give them the strength to come forward. To let somebody know where Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is. This child did not leave on his own, and I'll never believe that. Sebastian deserves better. Seth deserves better. I'm going to play us out. Thank you all for being here. We'll probably finish up tomorrow. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a good night. I'll see you out in the streets, YouTube streets.
On a cold February evening, a shadow walked away. A boy with dreams and laughter, now lost in yesterday. The seasons turned in silence, time spins without a sound. Yet every whispered memory still echoes all around. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, Every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. His pictures in our windows, his laughter fills the air. No amount of passing moments can diminish how we care. Every candle ever lighted, every prayer that we share is a promise to the future, a testament to prayer. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. Sebastian, if somehow you hear us, know our hearts beat strong for you. People searching in the shadows, still holding on to truth. You have never been forgotten, not for one single day. Our promise stands unbroken, we're not walking away. Don't stop calling his name, don't let the silence win. Keep the porch light shining bright, keep the hope alive within. For Sebastian, our dear friend, every heartbeat says the same. You are loved, you are remembered. We'll never stop calling your name. To everyone listening, please remember Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. If you know something, no matter how small, share it with law enforcement. Sebastian, you are loved, you are missed, you are loved, you are remembered. And as long as there are people who care, your name will continue to be spoken. Your picture will continue to be seen, and hope will continue to live. This is our promise. We will never stop looking.